you are. Where have you been?
I just ran home to get the big sled out of our dining room.
What are you talking about? We don't have a sled in our dining room.
Everybody on!
Peter, that dining room table is an antique. It's been in my family for 6 generations.
It's fine. Okay, now since we're white guys doing something stupid, everybody grab a GoPro. Yeah, this is awesome! Oh, we're drifting. We're turning. We're turning.
Dad, I'm scared.
We're backwards.
Am I the only one who thinks that now we're at an alarming speed?
Hey guys, Motor Rider 41, and back with another video finally. And in case you guys didn't see the Instagram post I posted probably, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe. I'm using the DJI Osmo action camera now as my main camera. And one of the main reasons I got this camera is because I really like the ability to have the microphone adapter that's super tiny compared to the GoPro microphone adapter, which is a huge brick to the face, which nobody really wants. But I thought I'd just show you guys what this looks like, and you guys can give me your opinion. I'm also filming, I have a GoPro Hero 7 Silver, which is, I know it's not the black, but that's what I have. I had the GoPro Hero 5 black that I bought pre-owned, and for some reason the battery just quit on me. I couldn't operate it, so I thought I would just do a little comparison. Hopefully the angle's okay for the Hero. I'm going to try and do like a little split screen action, and you guys can tell me what you think. So I think one of the things, you know, about the action, just comparing it to the GoPro in terms of what its abilities are and what it can and can't do. I guess the main thing is the main thing is there's only one field of view for the Osmo action, and that is a wide setting, whereas the GoPro has, I believe it's 3 different settings. It's the super wide, the wide, and the linear, whereas the action only has the wide. The action can do 4K, similar to the GoPro. It does have rock steady, which is also it's at the image stabilization that it uses to, you know, obviously keep the image stable and smooth, similar to the GoPro. Now the GoPro is sitting on my right-hand side of the helmet, so I've got two cameras going at the moment, which probably looks pretty silly going down the road, but it's the only way I can get a good comparison test. It's not exactly the same, obviously the same angle as the action, but I tried to get it as close as I could to the front without getting it too close together, I guess. So the audio for the Osmo, it has a tiny little adapter, and I'll put a little picture of it up. It's super slim, and you take the door off the action similar as you would to the GoPro, and it has three areas. One that goes into the camera, and then at the back of the microphone adapter is a little 3.5 millimeter jack that you plug your microphone into, and then at the bottom of that microphone adapter is a little power port. You can plug an external battery into that, which is what I have right now. Now the action can support a card up to, I believe it's 256 megabytes. I currently have a 32 in there, and it does have a removable battery similar to the GoPro. But as far as the audio goes, I actually had to try out different microphones, different positions for the Osmo, The first microphone I tried was a Purple Panda. I had it stuck in my left cheek pad, and the first time I went out with it, it sounded like crap, and I'll just put a little clip of that right here so you can get an idea of what it sounded like. I don't know, not much else going on, I guess. Sorry, it's been a while since I've... the second time I tried it, I put the Purple Panda mic, wrapped it around the center mic I have for the 30K. I wrapped it around that and just taped it there. It still didn't come out too great. But now I think I went out for a test ride about a week ago, and I'm using a Drift Ghost microphone now, which was recommended by, there's a guy over in the UK who when I was doing research on microphones, what microphone works best. And he suggested using the Drift Ghost microphone, and so I put that in, and it seemed to work pretty well. But I also have a dead cat at the end of it just in case there's any extra wind noise, trying to cut down the wind noise. But I think it works pretty well. So some of the other thing about the action is with rock steady on, it actually crops into the picture, maybe like 10-15%. But if you take it off, obviously it gets a little wider, but you don't have the smoothness of the GoPro. And if you also put on de-warp, it crops in even further, so it really shrinks the picture. You don't get the same field of view as you do with a GoPro. But, I'm not really too concerned about it. I don't do a whole lot of... I mean, this is what I mainly use it for, so you could probably tell, if I'm doing a split screen right now, or if I'm doing back and forth, you could see the GoPro's field of view versus the Action's point of view, or field of view, rather. And down to the Pine Barren area. I might do a little test with the time-lapse or hyperlapse. I think, I forget what it's called on the Action exactly, but it's similar to the hyperlapse, I think, on the GoPro, where you could do like a smooth, running time-lapse kind of thing if you're going down the road, kind of. So I'm going to try that out after this. But I was able to get this camera for, I think it was $279, which was pretty cool. Usually I think it sells for $379, but they're having a special over the, I guess the Christmas holiday season, and selling it for $279. So there you go. Good deal on an Action camera. And the other cool thing about the Osmo is that it has a front screen where, so if you're vlogging, if you're walking around vlogging, you can actually see yourself. There's a tiny little screen on the front, and you can get yourself in the picture the right way and see how things look and frame it correctly, as opposed to just kind of guessing. Not that the GoPro's got a pretty wide field of view, so you really wouldn't be missing probably too much if you were using it as well. I guess the main question is, let me stop here for a second. I guess the main question I had, or that some people have maybe, is will the Osmo Action replace or dethrone the GoPro? And I don't think it'll dethrone it. I think it's a great vlogging camera. I think it's got a lot of cool features, and I look forward to using it this season. So the Action also does shoot in 4K, and it also shoots it's the typical 1080, 720, that kind of stuff. Currently, I think I'm shooting at 1080, 30 frames per second, and the GoPro is also shooting at 1080, 30 frames per second. So it should give you a pretty good idea of what it looks like going down the road. For those of you that want to use it for a vlogging camera, a motovlogging camera. I'm going into the wind a little bit right now, so I don't know how the should be okay audio-wise. I did a little adjustment on it, audio in editing. I ran a high-pass filter through Adobe Premiere Pro, and it got rid of most of the low rumbling, so it comes out pretty clear. But we'll see. Oh, smoke down here. What's going on down here? Is there a fire going on? I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a lot of haze. Well, it looks like haze, but it's actually smoke. I don't know where it's coming from. Hopefully it's coming from over there. So yeah, I don't think the action is going to dethrone the GoPro. I think it's a good option for those that want to use a vlogging camera that has a front screen, and it's pretty cool. I tested that out doing a little vlog. I was down in Tom's River. I went to, what was it, Caddis Island State Park, I think it was, down in Tom's River, New Jersey. It's like a little nature reserve. And so I was walking around, shooting a little vlog down there, which I'll probably post at some point, just so you guys can see what it looks like. But, I don't know, what do you guys think? Yay or nay? There are a lot of good reviews on the action camera. I'm probably not doing it justice. You know, the battery, I'm not sure how long it lasts. I haven't tested that out. I haven't hooked up to an external battery currently, so it shouldn't run out of power for a while. But there are a lot of good, excuse me, there are a lot of good reviews on the action camera and tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff that you can find on YouTube, and I'll try to put a link below in the description to some of those, so you guys can, if you guys are interested in this camera, you can check it out and see what it's all about. The other cool thing is similar to the GoPro. It has there's an app for the phone called I think it's the DJI Mimo app, MIMO, and so you can set all of your preferences there in the for the camera on your phone, and you can also see what the preview looks like if you're sitting on your bike, or if you're walking around vlogging. You can see what it looks like, and you can use it as your start and record button. Right now I don't have that launched. I have it turned off. It also has voice controls, and I believe there are 5 voice controls for it. It's stop recording, start recording, take a picture, screen switch, and I forget the last one, maybe power off or something like that. So pretty simple, request, similar to the GoPro 7 and 8. And I believe when it shoots in 4K, you can shoot, you can have Rocksteady on, I believe. And I think there are only 2 frame rates available for shooting in 4K. I think it's maybe 60 and, oh no, not 60. I think it's lower than that because it's 4K. I think it's like 24 and 30. I'm not sure what the GoPro has in terms of 4K. I haven't really explored that. I know the silver I'm using right now can shoot in 4K as well. I guess that's about all I got right now. Just want to do a short little vid. I'm going to try and do a little hyperlapse with the action later. But let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys watching. So I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.